In a world where modernity often overshadows tradition, there exists a courtyard that remains untouched by time, a rustic courtyard, where the old and the new find balance in perfect harmony. Today, let's step into this serene space and explore how rustic design brings a sense of timelessness to our lives. Welcome to Green Home Living. A weathered wooden table, covered in wildflower arrangements, sits at the heart of this rustic courtyard. The stone facade of an old cottage, partially hidden by ivy, adds to the charm, making it a perfect spot for a quiet afternoon. A wooden archway, draped in ivy, frames the entrance to this rustic courtyard, leading the way to a hidden stone cottage. Brightly colored flowers spill out of terracotta pots, adding vibrancy and life to the scene. A stone path winds through a lush, green courtyard, leading to a rustic wooden table set for two. Shaded by an ancient olive tree, the table is an ideal spot for a quiet moment of reflection. In the background, a stone cottage with ivy creeping up its walls adds to the tranquil atmosphere. A stone path leads to a charming farmhouse porch, adorned with blooming roses and lavender in this rustic courtyard. The scent of flowers fills the air, creating a serene, welcoming atmosphere perfect for a relaxing afternoon. In this peaceful rustic courtyard, a wooden swing hangs under a canopy of flowering vines. The ivy-covered walls of an old farmhouse add a touch of timeless beauty to the scene, creating a perfect spot to relax and unwind. At the heart of this rustic courtyard stands a stone fountain, surrounded by lush ferns and flowering vines. Water gently trickles, adding to the peaceful ambiance. Nearby, a quaint cottage peeks out from behind the greenery, its ivy-covered walls blending seamlessly with the natural surroundings. A simple wooden bench sits under a flowering cherry tree in this rustic courtyard. The farmhouse's red roof tiles and white walls provide a stunning contrast to the greenery and delicate blossoms, creating a serene and tranquil setting. A rustic courtyard framed by a weathered wooden gate opens to reveal a garden filled with wildflowers. The charming cottage, with its blue shutters and ivy-covered walls, adds a pop of color to the scene, making it a perfect countryside retreat. At the center of this rustic courtyard stands a stone well, surrounded by moss-covered rocks and blooming roses. The soft sound of water trickling from the well adds to the peaceful atmosphere, while the nearby farmhouse, covered in ivy, completes the picturesque setting. A wooden archway, draped in ivy, frames the entrance to this rustic courtyard, leading the way to a hidden stone cottage. Brightly colored flowers spill out of terracotta pots, adding vibrancy and life to the scene. In this vintage-inspired rustic courtyard, a metal table and chairs are surrounded by blooming marigolds. The warm, golden hues of the flowers echo the soft light that bathes the courtyard, while the stone walls of the house add a touch of timeless elegance. Under a wooden pergola draped in grapevines, sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the stone path below. Vibrant potted geraniums line the walkway, adding splashes of color to the rustic courtyard. An old farmhouse stands proudly in the background, its walls a testament to years of history and warmth. A wooden table set for breakfast sits under a canopy of flowering vines in this rustic courtyard. The farmhouse in the background adds to the warm, inviting atmosphere, making it a perfect spot to start the day. A brick path winds through this charming rustic courtyard, leading to a wooden porch adorned with potted begonias. The vibrant flowers stand out against the rustic charm of the house, with its wooden shutters and welcoming atmosphere. A trellis covered in climbing roses frames the view of a charming cottage in this rustic courtyard. The sunlight filtering through the leaves creates a serene, tranquil setting, making it a perfect spot to relax and unwind. A brick path winds through this charming rustic courtyard, leading to a wooden porch adorned with potted begonias. The vibrant flowers stand out against the rustic charm of the house, with its wooden shutters and welcoming atmosphere. The rustic charm of this courtyard is undeniable, with its weathered brick wall covered in climbing roses. The soft pink blooms stand out against the whitewashed exterior of a quaint farmhouse, offering a picture-perfect scene that feels like a step back in time. As we bid farewell to this rustic courtyard, let the memories of its timeless beauty linger in your thoughts. May you find ways to bring a touch of rustic charm into your own life. Until next time, stay inspired and connected to nature.